View here on this Craftsman box. I was over at Sears Outlet, and they had. I really wasn't going to buy another toolbox, but when they're giving them away, I think I paid $300 for this box. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Actually, it might even be less than that because what they had is like $300, I think, and I got 25% off, or $350, and I got 25% off. So that's 25.50. So because I've used it was 20% off day at they have these days over at Sears Outlet where they had 20% off. It was a brand new toolbox. It wasn't a scratch and dent, um, and they give you 20% off. They give you 20% off, and then you use 5% on the credit card if you apply for a credit card. So I did. I bought some appliances for the house, and I bought this at the same time. So it was such a good deal that I just couldn't pass it up. And then I got it home and I went, man, I got this Harbor Freight one, and I kind of like some features of this one more, but there's some things I don't like as much. So one of the things I really like about the toolbox is it has these really deep drawers in the bottom. And the thing that's good about that is it gets you to put heavy stuff down there that weighs a lot so that the box doesn't want to tip over when you're rolling it. Because that's one of the key things is when these drawers open up and you got a lot of heavy stuff in here. If you're moving it around, your drawers open, your box is going down. So that's one of the reasons a lot of the guys, the snap-on ones and stuff like that, they have more of a locking drawer system than these Craftsman and Harbor Freight type ones. So the thing that is nice is the box has all roller drawers, so they move and open pretty easily. Even when you have really heavy items in here, and I have look at all the pliers and stuff in there for welding, and you look at here, I've got hammers and dollies. And the reason I have these up high, everybody goes, well, why don't you put those down low? I don't want to bend over. I'm in this drawer all the time. So if I come in here and grab a hammer or dolly, I want it somewhere it's really quick and easy to get to. So I want all those tools in the top. And then I want my heavy stuff that I don't use very much in the bottom, like my buffers down here and stuff like that. So this is all my body shop tools. There's some tools that just wouldn't fit anywhere, which this is one of them. It would have been nice to have something wider in this toolbox, but I think it's kind of good that it has this brace in the middle to make it stronger. So, you got to sacrifice somewhere. It would be nice if the bottom drawer was one big giant drawer. Would be really cool, because then you could put stuff like this down there. Even though I use this a lot, it'd be nice to store it. I haven't figured out what to do with it. That's why I still got so much stuff up here. I've got stuff I got to put away, and I've got things I still haven't had a chance to organize this toolbox, even though it looks terribly dirty. I use it. I'm not some polishing tool guys, that have all their stuff all neat and clean and they don't do anything. I mean, last year I restored, 3 cars, and I have a business. With employees, and I don't mess around, so I get a lot of stuff done. But it can get pretty crazy. You get behind, you get having stuff doesn't get cleaned up, and I've got about another year like this. Then I've got to and I'll get back to cleaning mode, and I'll get everything put away, get everything looking good again. But I've just got a lot of stuff I want to get done right now. So anyway, including YouTube videos as well. So one of the things that I really like about this toolbox, versus if you have an opportunity to buy one of these at this kind of price, I think these are a lot more money in the store. They're probably $800 or something like that. If you have an opportunity to get one of these at Sears Outlet for a really good price like that, and you want to compare it to, say, the Harbor Freight tools, I'm going to have to say that the one thing that you're going to want to look at is the wheelbase. The wheelbase on this is about an inch wider than the Harbor Freight tools. Even though the Harbor Freight tools has really nice looking wheels, they look really sturdy in comparison to these, and maybe they would take a little more weight. the wheelbase is a little more narrow. So it's a little more narrow, and that makes your toolbox want to fall over. In fact, I've had it where the drawers were open, and all of a sudden I reach in and it teeter. Oh shoot, it's going to go down. So I had to grab all the drawers and shut them real quick because I had too many drawers open. So you have to be really careful with that box. Versus this one here, you can have a few doors open, and but I don't have near as much weight in this box either as I do in that one. So it's it's hard to really compare. The thing you need to really look at are your needs. Is, do you need less drawers? This has a lot less drawers in it than the Harbor Freight Tools one. Okay, the Harbor Freight Tools has a lot of very small drawers. I can kind of give you a quick eye of what that looks like. Yeah, this is the Harbor Freight Tools. If you look at the drawers, they are a lot shorter. There's a lot more of them. And there's these small drawers on the side, which are kind of handy. But of course, it isn't nearly as big as that other box. The other box is about a foot longer than this one. And this was more expensive than the other box. So for my bulky body tools, this thing seems to work really good. I mean, I can put my stud welder in here, which is kind of handy because I didn't really have a place for it. It fits some larger stuff like your polisher, buffer, your grinders, stuff like that are really nice. You can put them down at the bottom. Like if you're a woodworking guy, this would be fantastic for a woodworking box. As far as for a mechanics box, I mean, it would work, but the amount of drawers that you have would really make it hard for you to sort your tools. You'd end up with a lot of, see all the dust in here? That's from sanding with the garage door shut. So the reason I do that, I mean, you don't want to ever piss your neighbors off. You don't want to make too much noise playing around with your stuff. This is my hobby, and I don't want it to go away. So, the drawers are kind of shallow. I mean, or not so shallow, but there's just not very many drawers, so that like if you had one of these ones is kind of big for all your pliers or something like that. Unless you have a ton of pliers. I mean, this is kind of cool that I have it for all these. Because welding clamps, I'm using them all the time. When I'm on the top drawer, got some junk in here I want to throw away. I'll get to that later. But it's not the greatest for, like mechanics tools, because where you're going to put your sockets up here or something. You want the stuff that you get to all the time, which is your sockets, wrenches, and stuff, right at the very top. And then say your wrenches down below that, because you're in those all the time. And then you'd want a drawer for your pliers, and what? You're going to use this? Or this one, I guess. You could. I mean, pliers, screwdrivers. But your third drawer is giant. So as far as for a mechanics box, it's kind of not really the greatest for that, because the size of the drawers just don't match up to what you'd be wanting them to do. Because if you have to think about it. I didn't care, because when I bought this, it was like I said, $300. It was like, would I spend $800 for this toolbox? Absolutely not. There's no way. Just wouldn't do it. It's just not worth it, because it's not as functional. It doesn't have, the second drawer down is small, which is okay. That's all right. Okay, screwdrivers here. Maybe you put a divider in, pliers on the other side. You could make it work if you wanted to as a mechanics box, because you pretty much have your sockets, wrenches, and extensions and stuff like that in the top. You want your screwdrivers and your pliers and your trying to think of the other stuff you use all the time. You want all that stuff right in the very top, where you're always into it. But now, how much weight are you going to establish with that? And then, are you going to be able to compensate with enough weight that you can put in the bottom? So you're going to put your impact gun and your heavy items down there, so that there are you can get some weight down there, so to keep it from topping over. So those are all the things you want to think about if you're looking at a toolbox to buy. You don't just go out and just buy one. You think about, okay, how am I going to organize this thing? How am I going to have it? How is all my stuff going to fit in here? And then buy it. So I looked at the Harbor Freight one and I was like, that one, obviously everything, all the stuff fits. This one here, it was like, man, this would work great for body tools because it's got deep drawers and I got a lot of deep stuff, big stuff that goes in there. And I thought, wow, this would be great for the dollies up front, the pliers up top, Still haven't figured out what to put in these yet. I haven't got this toolbox really very organized at all. Just haven't had time. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on the Craftsman box and what you get, what it is. And like I said, they had a bunch of these at Sears Outlet, and that was a few months ago, but just go in there periodically. They have stuff like this and you can get pretty good deals. All right, I'll talk to you on the next video.